Alright, so I'm back from vacation. I had 2 weeks off. I helped some camps, and I had a lot of fun. Kind of out of the loop comic-wise for a bit, but I'm back, and I've got a lot of reviews today, so let's get into it. We're starting with X-Men, the new series, number 2. So I didn't get my hands on the first issue because my town didn't have it in the comic stores, and every time I went, asked the second printing, and blah blah blah, and when I was in Edmonton, I saw it but didn't pick it up, so I don't know what was going on there. But anyways, I looked online and I got caught up on number 1, so let's jump into number 2 here. First thing I like is the action starts off right away. You have Colossus and Wolverine chasing some bad vampires here, and first thing I liked about the book is we jump in, and second page of artwork, Fastball Special. Sometimes you gotta work for it, and right there, get thrown right in. It's kind of just follows the storyline. There's Cyclops, or not Cyclops, Colossus and Wolverine chasing these vampires, and a second thing I like pops up right here. Guest appearance by Blade. I think the first time I've actually ever read Blade in a book before. I've never read stuff of his before because I've seen the movies. Wasn't really a fan of the character. I like his writing here though, so let's see. Might go back and pick up some old Blade trades or something. He kind of shops in and says, "Hey X-Men, you guys are doing this wrong, so here's the pro telling you how it's done." Kind of goes along, and then something I really like about this issue is Jubilee's worsening condition and her kind of reluctance in fighting it. She's really kind of into it, which is kind of unsuspecting, and kind of I thought she was game on being a mutant and being human mutant or former mutant or whatever she is. I thought she was game on being that, but she's kind of, it's like this hunger is kind of twisting in her, and she's kind of fatally kind of attracted to it, and I don't know, it's kind of a nice little twist, and kind of nice to see like a non-bratty, whiny Jubilee, sorry. And then they kind of go into a little meeting mode, which I was kind of like, sorry, wrong page. They kind of go into a little meeting right down here, which I kind of like, because I kind of not a fan of when they just kind of throw everybody in a mission and go. I kind of like when you see their kind of disagreements and mission strategies and whatnot. And then the next thing kind of confused me because maybe I didn't get issue 1. There's like this whole big thing about this vampire guy, and he's got a redhead right here, which might be Pixie, I don't know. I'll have to look and see online what other people are saying, but again, probably an issue I did because I didn't pick up issue 1 for whatever reason, because it wasn't available in my town, and I didn't buy it when I was in the city. So anyways, and Jubilee kind of knocks out Dr. Rao and heads into town, town being San Francisco, on the little jet ski here, so kind of, what are you doing there, Jubes? A little kind of confused about that, and I don't know. And then it goes back to their meeting scene, and Blade kind of talks about vampire stuff, and that was kind of a head scratcher for me because I did not know what was going on, and I had no idea what he was talking about. That's probably because of my ignorance on the whole vampire in the greater Marvel Universe thing, but I don't know. Hopefully I kind of get more into it as the series goes on. Something I like is they kind of talk to Dr. Madison Jeffries, I believe. Box, anyways. And then about how bad this scene is. And as you saw in the teaser released a few weeks ago, there's this big, beautiful splash page. Something that concerns me, though, is the lack of color here. As you can see, both Box, Emma Frost, and Cyclops are well colored. Wolverine's kind of colored, not so much. And then Gambit has a ton of color right here. I don't know if this is one because of just the screens in front of them, so maybe they're not colored as much, sorry. Or if maybe it's kind of indication of who's going to get bitten or who's not going to get bitten. I'm not really sure. So it's kind of, I thought that could be a possible game changer, but I'm not really sure. And then it kind of goes into their plan. Cyclops kind of takes over and has on their master plan of his, which I kind of like in his character as of now. Or as of lately, sorry. Last 2 years, maybe. Their kind of plan is kind of wild. They want to resurrect... Oh, I shouldn't spoil. You know what? I've known as being someone who doesn't care about spoiling. So they kind of want to resurrect Dracula because he was killed in the one-shot. What I don't understand is, 1, how are you going to do this? And 2, why, if you're going to resurrect Dracula. Why aren't you resurrecting your fallen X-Men? So that's kind of a concern I kind of thought of. It's a good plot device for the story, kind of resurrecting Dracula to defeat his son, but I just don't understand why you wouldn't resurrect other people first. And then it kind of ends with Jubilee kind of going to this new king of vampires, and they showed in the teaser online, and it's Jubilee alright, and she gets her bite. So I don't really know what this kind of means. I think it might be kind of a thing of where Jubilee turns into a vampire and maybe stays that way for maybe, I don't know, the rest of the arc, and then maybe an arc following, and then there's kind of an arc that will transform her back into a human mutant state. So I don't really know how I feel about that. I kind of feel like it's kind of a temporary thing, like a lot of things are in the X-verse, but what can you do? Overall, I really liked the issue. The art was kind of, it's Patrick Medina, which I like. I thought he was a good fit for Deadpool because Deadpool's kind of cartoony, but yet it's still fun. I don't know if it's the best art for an X book. That said, I enjoyed it. So overall, I think I'm going to go 4 out of 5 on this one. So pick it up. New series. I really like it so far. Just off one issue, so I'm excited for issue 3 for sure. Pick it up.